Got an unboxing video here today. This is something that I bought from Amazon. The Amazon Marketplace seller in this case was a place called eProg Knives. I'm going to open this package up with the Spyderco Pair 3. And we got a little address info in there, so we'll put that aside. No need to look at that. And here's our package. Here's our box. This is the MCUSTA. This is the Tactility Elite, is what model this is, and this version of it is in SPG2 and Corian. SPG stands for SuperGold, which is a Japanese particle metallurgy steel that predates S30V, but has many of the same properties and is intended for cutlery. There's a common assertion that S30V was the first particle metallurgy steel developed specifically for knives, which is not entirely accurate. SPG SuperGold steel predates S30V, and it was intended for cutlery. All right. So MCUSTA is based in Seki City, Japan, which is where a lot of fine cutlery is made. And let's see. All right. So we've got white Corian as the handle material here. MCUSTA, the name of this company stands for Machine Custom. It's a mashup of machine, that's where we get the M, and CUSTA. Some of that is custom, right? So these are production knives that are hand finished. Some of the work on them is done by hand. Yow. That looks pretty awesome. So yeah, this is an SPG2 core laminated steel blade. The outer layers, if I remember correctly, are VG2, which is a tough steel, but not a particularly hard steel. Wouldn't be a good steel for an edge, but it's a great steel for adding some strength to the blade to prevent it from shattering. And the line that separates the laminate layers comes off looking like a hamon. Then we got this hammered pattern, hammered finish. Man, that looks good. Got some fingerprints on there. That's all right. Pretty sharp point. Comes to a pretty acute point. Yeah, that point could be a little delicate, but certainly good for piercing. Now, I've heard people complain before because in the product photos, the pivot screw looks really blue. And in real life, it doesn't look quite so blue. That's because this is not an anodized titanium blue pivot pin. It's a blued pivot. Looks more like gunmetal bluing. MCUSTA has had these deep carry pocket clips since before that was de rigueur. I actually have really liked everything I've handled from MCUSTA. I only own one other MCUSTA knife right now. Well, I only own one other MCUSTA branded knife right now, and I'll post a card linking to that video. But I do also own some browning knives that were made in Seki, Japan, that I am almost 100% positive were made for them by MCUSTA and are much nicer than most browning branded knives. Yeah, this thing looks awesome. Um, well, this is not a full review, it's just an unboxing video, but I gotta say, impressions from this thing, pretty good to start with. And it's not on bearings, it's on washers, but it just flicked open very smoothly. All right, excuse my dried out, gross looking skin. I've got the heating system on. Look at that Corian. It's a synthetic material, but it's not boring like just a solid piece of plastic. It's got some complexity to it. Yeah. Awesome.